Here's for the stars of today's game. And speaking of the game, let's get right to it.
Jason Sanders set to lead off.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Ford Field. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry for the five-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his running back, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Throwing, Jones. Looking for his big receiver, Marshall. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. He was trying to hit his big receiver, Brandon Marshall, but it'll be second down. Now Jones. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll look back to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack on first down, Jones over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here, 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Tight defense there on third down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. That's a nice explosive play there, and this defense told us we have to have our eyes right on their RPO sets, and they did not have their eyes right.
I love that term, eyes right, meaning they have to be in the proper place and read your keys. And a smart thinking guy running an offense can see when you break down on that, and he took full advantage of it.
A first down carry for Henry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. One of the best safeties ever, Ed Reed, in there to make the stop behind the line. Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Fields. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. DeMarcus Ware, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Facing this big 1st half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Marshall's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His 1st catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this 2nd go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. To try again after the sack. Jones. This is Smith with a grab. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
1st down and goal to go.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They'll run. Tomlinson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Jones. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Devontae Smith as the first half is winding down. And the Titans would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Now a first down throw, Fields. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. A final shot before the break. Fields. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. The decision that time was to keep it, and not a great one. Once he got out right with the football, there was just nowhere to go.
And I felt bad for his offensive line there because their job is to create creases, right? Create openings. But if those defenders keep their shoulders square to the line of scrimmage and refuse to be budged, that's the end result. No place for him to turn upfield. No chance to gain any yardage.
On 4th down, Fields. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Here's Fields. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They snap it to Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And the drive will start with a carry by LaDainian Tomlinson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
I'm sorry, but it's almost unfair. I mean, Brandon Marshall can make so many plays, but even when you think he's covered,
he's not.
No, he's really not. He uncovers and makes a play on you and picks up good yardage in doing so.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he checks this one down to LT out of the backfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play, because he saw he had a receiver in the area and just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, to me, there's no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll He'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. 25-yard.
Tucker's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
The 27-yard line.
To throw is Fields. Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The 46-yard line.
Again, it's Tomlinson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. Smith with a 1st down and more. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
A loss of 2.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing Jones. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Fields on 1st down. He's got Henry. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now it's Fields. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
Everyone, Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2nd down and back to Tomlinson.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now Jones. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. The Titans